Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley. We got an absolutely wonderful show coming your way today. We got this young lady, so talented, doing so many things. Also, she has a great heart and a love for animals and just giving back. And, I'm talking about she's 17 years old. I even tell you her age. And to be so mature and to be so thoughtful. And it seemed like just talking to her in the green room that she got her plans all ready for life. Yeah. Don't you wish when you were 17 that you was able to just understand what you want to do and what it's going to take to get you there? And a lot of us right now, we a lot older, and we still don't know where we want to do, know where we want to go. So I'm excited to have this young lady on the phone on the show today and talk about a lot of different things that she is planning, that she is doing, and her love for music and her love for animals. So I tell you, the title of the show is called A Sit Down Discussion with a young musician, Hailey Aliz. I might have messed her name up, but she correct us when we get her on. And the purpose of the show is, getting an opportunity to know this young lady and getting the opportunity to know some of the things that she is working on, that she is doing, and also to discuss her journey within the music industry, discuss her work of giving back to the community. That's what it's all about, is giving back. And most importantly, to discuss her future plans, which includes touring, caring for animals, uh, writing, playing music, and just being, the humanity side of everything. So let me tell you a little bit about this young lady. Haley started playing piano at 7 years old and has kept going on ever since. Now she's 17, and music has influenced her to do a lot of the things that she's doing today, creating emotional connections and audience. She also has grown to accept her mistakes. So Michelle, you want to pick it up from there?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, hello everybody. Sorry, I had a late start here, but really excited about the guest today, Hailey Aliz, and I'm just gonna start over. Basically, Hailey Aliz started playing piano at 7 years of age, and has kept going ever since. Now 17, music has influenced who she is today through embracing the unknown and creating emotional connections with audiences. She has also grown to accept her mistakes and enjoy the learning process. Her passion is to inspire others through meaningful work, flourishes in performing songs, as well as volunteering at local animal sanctuaries. Her goals for her future include making an EP to share with the world and balancing a life of touring with caring for animals. Now, I love animals, so I'm all with that, Hailey. So, hey, let's welcome to the show this amazing young performing artist, Hailey Aliz.
How you doing, Haley?
So much.
How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Well, we heard so much about you, so we're so happy that you are on the show today. Haley, can you first start off by telling our viewers and our listeners a little bit more about you? Why did you develop the passion for music, love, animals, and a lot of other things that you're doing?
Yes, I started from a very young age just loving animals. I used to go to the San Diego Zoo, which is local in our county, and I just picked up that intrigue by learning from people at the zoo or SeaWorld and anywhere that would just give me information. And I just found that passion of learning through finding out about animals and how they interact with the world. And also, they're just amazing. And like puppies, so cute. I love puppies. But also, learning about more exotic animals is really my passion.
Growing up, what lessons have your family and your friends taught you about just enjoying, all things, especially animals, people in general? What type of lessons have you learned in your last 17 years, and you're going to continue to develop and learn a lot more?
Yes, I definitely learned a lot about learning to grow and ignore the fear, because I used to be very afraid of, for example, playing music in front of a live audience, which is very nerve-wracking at times, and I still get nervous, but I learned to move past that and kind of embrace the imperfection. And that was a big challenge for me because I was a big perfectionist when I was growing up, but my family really taught me that it's okay to make mistakes and just move past it, and it'll help you grow, which I definitely have taken to heart.
Yeah, so, Haley, how are you enjoying your senior year? I mean, I know you attend a STEM school. Can you tell our viewers and our listeners about that?
Yes, I really love going to the school that I'm at. I get to learn so many things about science, which is another passion of mine. And also, they have a music composition class that I am in, and I get to explore more of my interests during senior year since already done all of the boilerplate stuff. I get to do more of what I'm passionate about, which I'm really excited for.
Do you write as well as play and sing, or do you do them all? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I do them all. I definitely have started writing more for the past few months, but I started performing just piano at 7 years old at the music studio I used to learn piano at, and I still do. And I have started to get more comfortable with singing over the years because, as I mentioned before, I was a perfectionist and very uncomfortable with singing because I was afraid I would make a mistake. So I just recently started writing songs, and I just want to keep doing it. It's a passion that I've found, and I really enjoy putting my thoughts of what other people are feeling, but also I can feel, and connecting it into a cohesive story that others can relate to.
Wow. So, who inspired you? Yeah, you said you started playing the piano at 7.
Yes.
Uh, who did you get the most influence from? And when did you know that this is something that I'm going to do for life?
Hmm. Yes, I think I got the spark was from when I first got my mini keyboard when I was 7, just messing around with the keys. And my great grandmother, who's 90 now, she got me that first piano. And she's been telling all of her children and grandchildren that she wanted someone in the family to learn piano, but no one did. No one enjoyed it until I started. And she was really the one that first brought me the opportunity to play music. And so that was really meaningful to just continue that family passion and also explore what I wanted to do following my great grandma's footsteps.
What type of genre, uh, type of music do you write and you play? Is it all kinds, or is just something you got in?
Yes, I play mostly pop songs, and I like to write kind of sad songs on the sadder side. I think that it's more in depth, and I like to be more in connection with those more thoughtful pieces of writing that's like a sad, poetic kind of song. So I tend to write more of those, but also some happy, but mostly that kind of genre with pop.
Yeah, my son was a music major and came out of Cal Poly. So yes, I mean, and it's a different type of mindset because he can play about 16 instruments and write
Wow.
about everything. Yeah. So, what artists or artists are you most inspired by when you watch them perform? You listen to their music, you lock in on them. So, tell us a few.
Yeah, I definitely listen to Taylor Swift a lot. She's a big inspiration for me, especially the lyric side, because she writes it, she approaches it how I would like to approach. And I do approach some of my writing with just thinking about the lyrics first and more as in a poetic kind of side instead of a song right from the start, but I really also enjoy listening to composers for films because I think it's so creative how they can tell a story without the words as well. Like Alan Menken, he writes a lot of Disney music and composes all of the scores from famous movies. And I think that there's a reason why his music is so prevalent. It's just really great composing.
Oh yeah. And so are you learning all of these details? I mean, as you grow and, picking up certain skills from them on how you write your music and what it should sound like and what the message should be. So when you're writing some of your songs, do you have a message in mind that only you could see, but you want to convey that to your listeners?
Yes, I think most of my music, I start with an idea, like a little hook or a storyline that I really want to go towards. But sometimes it just can diverge and end up a completely different story. And what I love about it is that even if I write it with an idea in mind that I have of a certain feeling or a story, and someone else can take it and listen to it and just think of a completely different scenario, which is amazing. That's what I want, for people to connect it to their own lives and see different versions of a story in one song.
Wow, that is so great. And I think that I listened to the song but I'm not able to upload it. And it was absolutely fantastic. But we'll share where people can go and get your music. Right now, we're going to take a station break. We're going to come back with a lot more Hailey. And I'll tell you, whichever platform that you're watching this on, whether it's E360 TV, Transfer TV, or YouTube, LinkedIn, and over 45 other live streaming networks, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is just go to the platform. Ask this young lady any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Is your life. We'll see you shortly after the break.
I never wanna leave. Yeah, I'm right where I wanna be. We got something you and me, and I can't get rid of this feeling. Just like a magnet, we're just like a magnet. The things we have can't be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Just like a magnet, we're just like the magnet. The things we have can't be taken for granted. Now I know that it has always been you. I can't help it, I'm so drawn to you. Hey, I'm so drawn to you. I'm so drawn to you.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? And everything that you do.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I got this absolutely fantastic guest, Hailey Aliz. And I tell you, just just listen to this young lady. You can tell that she's going places. She's gonna do great things. She's gonna do big things because once you have the confidence and courage, hope, belief, and faith in you, you can do anything that you set your mind to. That's why I like chatting with our young future leaders of tomorrow. And just to make sure that we do all we can to help instill in them that they can do anything that they set their mind to, but they have to want to. You have to want to. You have to want to work hard. You have to want to develop. You have to want to get the experience. You have to want to learn from others that you believe in. And that leads me to this question, Hailey. So we all must surround ourselves with people that we trust. And we all have to be inspired by people, not just the television, not just the radio, not just because somebody is cool or whatever that is. We have to be inspired by someone that's going to help lead us on the path that we want to be successful at. Who are some of those folks that inspires you and that you are learning from and that you trust and you know that they got your back and making sure that you're able to go and do the things that you're doing?
Yeah, I have so many people in my life that have really helped me get to where I am and keep growing, because no one ever stops growing, obviously, but I really love how the people in my life, like my piano teacher, Miss Pam I just want to shout her out. She's a huge inspiration for me because she has done her whole life of music and giving back to the community with a free children's choir for kids to make a difference. And that's where I was involved in that. And it helped me see how even at a young age, no matter where you are in life, you can do what you want to do and just make a difference in other people's lives, which is a big inspiration for me. And I just am so grateful to have her in my life. And also my parents have always supported me and guided me on my journey. Like my mom, she was the one who started me in piano lessons and noticed that as I was playing the keyboard that my great-grandmother gave me, she noticed that I could hear the pitches and kind of figure out songs on my own. And so she noticed that and put me into that place, which I'm so grateful for.
Wow. So a lot of people, I guess, with the music mindset know when they are on to something, when they're right, like case in point, my son. I mean, he knows when he has written a great song and played and all that because it's already in his mind. How long do it take for you when you're thinking of something, you're playing it, and you're playing these beats, all of a sudden it starts to roll that, wow, I had to put this together. I have to make sure I got the right beats, the right lyrics, right everything to that. When do you know that you got a winner?
Yes, I know that's definitely a challenge when you're in that writing mindset, because sometimes you might remember a thing that gets stuck in your head, but you want to put it like in a different place. I definitely have had those experiences, and I'm so glad to be working with. I have a producer, Jonathan, who helps me build off of ideas, and that's kind of when I know that, oh, we've got something that sounds great, and I love that hook, or I love those chords in that order. And also my piano teacher, Pam, who has helped me just grow in my music theory knowledge, has helped me recognize, oh, that's a cool sound, and I really want to put that into the song. And then once I think when I listen to it back and I have the recording, I'm like, oh, that's really catchy. I love that. So I think that's the moment when I knew that I had something. And just in the process, it's like creating a piece of art, but with sound. And I really like how it can come together and just be catchy in your mind, just keep replaying.
Yeah, it's I mean, one of my favorite artists is John Legend.
Oh, I love John.
And John Legend, I think earlier, like his freshman year in college or something like that, he was writing music, just writing it and just putting it out there, people get it. But he did not understand what he had. So people come like, oh, I like that. Can you do this? And one time he took $500 for a piece of music that went out and made multi-millions and millions of dollars. And he learned over a period of time that, hey, I got something here. These people are coming back to me. Initially came back with $500. Now they're coming back 5 million. I know to do those types of things. My point is that when you understand your path, you understand what you're doing, you understand that there's purpose and God gave you purpose or gave anybody else purpose. Once you put that formula together, you put all of these things together, Hailey, whatever your dreams are, just continue to climb. You're going to get there.
Yes.
So, Hailey, what are some of the challenges that you have when it comes to writing, playing, coming up with songs, etc.? Because I believe that the entertainment world is tough.
Yes. Definitely, yeah, challenging at times. I think that the reward outweighs the challenges, definitely, because I get to connect with others through that shared experience of hearing a song. But I definitely admit there are some challenges. Like, I've had some trouble sometimes coming up with music that sounds good that will match the overall picture in my head that I have of these lyrics that I've already written. So I definitely come by lyrics more easily than the music, but I think the real challenge is figuring out what sounds right and what will match that in my head. So I basically build off of my producer and come up with ideas and just create a song from there, which is really a great process. I love.
Wow. So you are working on an album, I think, right now, putting certain things together. Can you tell our viewers and listeners about your latest songs and what inspired you to write them? Some of your latest songs that might be on the album, and something had to have inspired you to lock this in. Say, oh, I want this one on here, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Yes.
Let us delve off into the mind of an artist. So tell us about some of those.
Yes, I definitely the song that's coming out on October 14th is definitely about, it was a time where I had to push past some negative emotions with other experiences, and I hope it connects to people, whether that be someone in your life that's just not a good impact on you or something else that's an obstacle. But I think the message I was trying to push is that you can overcome those and just be a better version of yourself, no matter what other people think of you or whatever pressures you put on yourself. So that's the main message of this upcoming song called Casually Lost. And I really hope people connect to that idea. And I'm going to come out with an EP soon, but I can show that song coming out soon, which I'm really excited for. Yeah.
I'm excited for you as well, because
I know, I'm so excited.
it's like I mentioned, I had an opportunity to listen to that song. And I think it's absolutely wonderful. And if I can, I'm going to try to get it uploaded up. Not sure if I can do that right now, because I want them to be able to hear just bits and pieces of it, because I think you're wonderful.
Thank you.
So what inspires you, even at times when you're down and things might not always be going the way that you expect, but you got this dream, you got this goal, you got these goals. I wouldn't say just one goal, where sometimes we get depressed when we go in a corner. Like, if I go over in the corner, I can only stay there for like 5 minutes. I got to get back over here and get back focused. What keeps you focused?
I think I have just the passion. I mean, everyone has that drive, but I think I've really channeled that to overcome difficulties. But it took me a long time to get there, because I used to be really scared of messing up and failing in front of people, which I think we can all relate to. It's just a big concern for human beings in general, but I definitely had to deal with that a lot. But even despite that, I think the support from my family and just the continuous thought that you can do this and you can push past this fear and do what you want to do is what kept me going and just pursuing my passions, because it brings me joy to do music and play for people. So that's just what pushed me going, even in those hard times.
It's always wonderful to have family, have friends, have a support, and especially in the entertainment business, because you're gonna have, once you get out there and really get out there, you're gonna have to figure out who's there for you and who's there that's not for you.
Yes.
And what I'm talking about, as you grow, you mentioned Taylor Swift, you mentioned all of these others. So I'm sure you have been watching them, and sometimes they have to be kept focused in line with the support team. But we're going to take a station break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about that one. And then we're going to get off into your love for animals. We're also going to get off into the love for certain other things that you want to do, because you can do them all.
Yeah.
You can do them all. So I tell you what, I know that you all are enjoying this young lady right here. She is incredible. If you want to be part of the conversation, just go to the platform that you're watching her on. I promise you, we'll get you an answer, and she'll answer your questions if you have time for us. Remember, it's your life. We'll be back shortly after the break. Dr. James J.C. Cooley from the United States of America, and I am here to just say, first of all, I'm so happy and honored to be on it, to be in the Coffee Book 20 2023. Unified Brain Z and the other organizations, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this collection. Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and Hailey is bringing it. You know, you can tell she is I have not even seen her in the show, but I would love to. But I can just tell just by chatting with her that she bring the audience up, lift the audience up, because her confidence in herself and just the things that she's chatting about right now will make you successful. And once we continue to build upon that, there is no limit to how far we can go. No limits at all. Yes, so.
Thank you.
Hailey, I want to mention this to you. So how do you emotionally connect with your audience when you are performing? I mean, how that's where I was going with that one, because we have to connect. How do you go about connecting?
I really connect with the audience by thinking about first what the song I'm performing is about, because I think just knowing what the emotions are and just feeling it in that moment is really important for the audience to connect both to me and to the music. So I definitely think about what the meaning is behind that song, which I really love going in depth to. And I also really connect by looking out and just picking out a person and seeing, oh, they're getting into the music, and then I'll get in more, and then it's like a positive feedback loop. It's just building off of each other. So I think just really doing the eye contact, doing dance moves, just getting into the beat, and it just raises everyone up, and the energy level goes up in the room. So it just brings it all to a higher level.
Wow, it does. It does. We got Coastal Music Studios. I'm sure you're familiar with them. They said, keep charting your own course and doing what you love. Hailey, excited for all that is to come and privileged to be part of your music journey. Coastal Music. Love you, girl. Yeah, so anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, that is so meaningful. They're the music studio that I've started my journey on, and I love how they empower so many young kids to follow their passions. So I'm really thankful to be a part of that family and community. And thank you so much, Coastal Music Studios. I love going there. That means so much.
Jake put down awesome. You know, yeah, so he's locked in. You got a lot. I'm telling you, I'm looking at the numbers. You probably got over 2,000 locked in on one network. And I tell you, my great friend, Amy Scruggs, miss you, Amy, miss you. Said, love this interview. Hailey is an amazing young woman and artist.
Oh, thank
you. I second that.
Thank you.
Yes, but I tell you, Hailey, your mother is your manager. What do you like about having your mother manage your music career? Now that's tough.
Well, I think, we have a good relationship, and I love how she's very attuned to who I am as a person. So it's not like any other manager would know me as personally as she does. So that's really what she brings to this position. And she's also very kind and talented at the business side of things. So we're both learning and growing together, which I'm so grateful for. I just love having her as my momager, as we call it.
No, and I believe that is so important to have family, just like I said, that you trust. And
Yeah.
that's going to be there to protect you. Not only is she going to protect you as her daughter, but most importantly, she's going to protect you to make sure that when we call them vultures in the game, that just not going to be coming after you to take and steal and do all of these other type of things. Because
Yeah.
so it's so important to have,
Yes.
I would say, be fortunate to have your mother to be there supporting you and keeping your head up and as you move forward.
Yes, I know it's so important. I think definitely the music industry is one of the places where a lot of uh, negative things can happen just legally, business-wise. So I think it's really important, and I'm super glad that she can protect me with that.
And we got Valerie here. I'm so proud of you, my amazing, talented, intelligent, passionate 17-year-old granddaughter.
Wow.
That is great. That's your grandmother?
Yes, that's my grandmother. Yeah. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So she said she's loving this interview. Yeah. So,
Yes,
but
Mama.
I want to switch it a little bit because you are doing so many things. Tell us a little bit about you giving back to the community, your love for animals. I want to get off into those type of things, and then we're gonna come back and put all of these other things, everything together. So, why are you so passionate about animals? And I
Yeah.
think you mentioned to me that your plans is to go to college, biology, study that, also music, etc. Do all of these types of things and just work with animals. Can
Yes.
you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I love animals so much. I just have had that passion ever since I was little with, again, going to the San Diego Zoo or going to a different animal place where I can learn about all those interesting facts. And I've just always been a very curious child, like asking, why does this work? What does that mean? So I definitely was intrigued by animals just in a broader sense of wanting to learn about how the world works. But I also love how animals just are so kind and authentic, and also they're just so adorable sometimes to be around. So I think it's just that energy. I love the energy of being around animals. I have been like in positions where I could thankfully educate guests and give back to the community, which was really empowering for everyone around me. Like I was so glad to see, for example, the place that I volunteer at Free Flight, which is an exotic bird sanctuary. I get to see the light in kids' eyes when they find out what type of parrot they like or how they can interact with the parrots and feed them. So I think that's an amazing just experience for kids to learn about nature.
How long have you been volunteering at the sanctuary working with these animals? I honestly think that's amazing, extremely amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I love being there and just giving that information and also connection and the awe of seeing animals, because that's how I think I got started with animals. Is I went to a place where I could get a close encounter and just wonder about animals. So I think that's the really important part of it. I have been volunteering for about 4 years-ish. I'm not quite sure the exact date, but I just love, yeah, doing volunteering work at animal places. And there's a lagoon where I teach about native species. So I think just the proximity of the animals and the location of the people just connects everyone. And I think that's amazing, just to highlight that great bond between humans and nature.
I like what your grandmother just said. You want to read it?
Oh, yes. Yeah, she said, I'm an animal whisperer. Somewhat true, yes. She said she is so calm and is patient with feeding the birds at the Free Flight Bird Sanctuary, and even at home with her dog. Yes. Oh my gosh. I have a dog and a pet rabbit. They're so amazing.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. So you said one of your goals is to, I think you said Cal State San Marcos, but after this interview, I think a whole lot of schools gonna be coming after you, not just you. Tell us what are your plans in biology, and why you're going to study that in college?
Yeah, so I want to study biology because I think it's such a broad science and it can apply to so many things. So no matter if I choose to be a zookeeper in the future or a animal caretaker in any situation, I can use that information and that knowledge to grow in any part of my life. So I think just using that and getting to that path of caring for animals and educating guests is really my passion. And then I can connect that to playing music and touring.
That, you know what, I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe, just listening to you, feeling the vibes, Hailey, you can do anything you set your mind to, because you're 17 right now. You already got all of these things that you have formulated that you want to do. And it's all about humanities and bringing joy and happiness to others. I wish we had more 17, lots and lots of more 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds that already got their plans on what they want to do and how they want to do certain things to, help us become a better country, become a better world. And it's all about love, not hate.
Yeah.
The love for everything, the love for people, the love for animals. No, we got to take a station break. I am enjoying this, but I got to take a station break because I got to pay the bills. And so I tell you what, I hope you all are enjoying this interview just as much as I am. We're going to take a station break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Hailey a lot more. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. We'll be back shortly after the break. Hello, welcome back to the 𝐵𝐔𝐘𝐒 Show. It's your life. We got Hailey here, and I tell you, just looking at all these notes and people trying to get on and ask questions, and she's a rock star. I mean, at least there is so much love coming toward her because people know who she is, what she is doing, and she's amazing. It's amazing, and I just say, Hailey, stick with whatever you're doing. Do you continue to grow, continue to provide that love, compassion, and to everything.
Yes.
Like my understanding of the definition of love is the respect for everything and everybody. I'm talking about animals, I'm talking about plants, I'm talking about just the respect. And I believe when we live that way, when our heart is open that way, when our mindset is it's all about love, we're going to be successful. And we have to get rid of the naysayers that are not going to do us any good. It's like high school. I speak at 50 to 60 high schools a year. I haven't
Wow.
made it yet. I would love to come and speak at your school. I mean, after cheap. I mean, so I would love to come and speak at your school. But because I know that there's a lot of other folks in the school just striving to figure out where they are going,
Yeah.
what they want to do. And you being a role model, because I'm sure you're very popular in the school. With that, they know you are doing what you have to do because that you're on that path and you determined. All of those things, set the example for others to follow in the footsteps. So I admire you for all that you're doing, and just continue. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So we got some more questions here. Hailey, you are so talented in so many areas. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Wow.
Oh, so sweet.
Do you know Shelly?
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I started in a band when I was 12 or 11, and I was just so scared of singing, and she really helped me get out of my shell, and just that community again, just the supportiveness of everyone around me really helped me to get more confident in who I am today. So I'm super grateful for that.
And JP Music says, Hailey, it's always been a pleasure to perform for you, and I can't wait for your album to come out. I can't wait for your album to come out either.
I can't wait either. Yeah, I'm so excited.
So, when it comes out, you just let us know.
Yes.
And we'll make sure that on my social media platforms that we put the word out, and we'll do all we can to help you.
Thank you so much.
Your grandmother said, "Tell us about your awesome grades and what's your favorite class." Oh,
That's true.
now she's talking. Okay, I want to hear about that. Let's go. I'm gonna give you the big string.
Okay. Yeah, my grades are top whatever. Yeah, all A's, all good there. But I definitely love I take AP classes right now because it's a challenge, but I like to get the credit obviously for college, so I'm planning ahead in there. But my favorite classes I've been taking are science. I loved AP biology. That was my favorite class. And I'm also in music composition, which is also my favorite class. I have two, again with my two passions. So that's definitely my top two favorite classes.
Wow. Okay, so let me give you a hint. If you don't already know, have you ever heard of CLEP examination, college level entry program?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so most of the colleges not going to tell you. I had my son to do it, and I have had people in my program, the J.C. Cooley Foundation, graduate from high school and college the same day.
Oh,
You
wow.
know,
Yeah.
the CLEP exam, college level entry program. Look that up first chance you get. What this is, if you're taking AP classes, if you're taking math, biology, this, that, whatever. CLEP exam costs about $75. You sit in front of a computer. I mean, you have to sign up for a prominent, whatever that is. You take the test. It's a 59-minute test. You take it as soon as you hit the computer. It's going to tell you whether you pass or not. If you pass, that's 6 credit hours that you don't have to. Your first year, a college could already be taken care of. I'm talking about
Wow.
with that. Yeah, so a lot of colleges are not going to tell anybody about that. But when I'm on the road, when I'm speaking at high schools, when I'm doing this, I tell everybody. I tell them the truth. So that's something that you might want to think about. CLEP, college level entry program. They're not going to tell you about that in college because they want the money.
Yeah.
And music as well. I mean, you can
Mhm.
whatever that is required. Plus, you take your other AP courses that you already passed in there. You could probably already have 45, 50, 60 credit hours.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that. That sounds amazing.
College level entry program. CLEP is in. Yeah, so just want to get back because we got about 3 minutes of the show. This is so amazing.
Thank you, sir.
So what type of venue do you perform at? And when are some of your performances coming up?
I love performing at many different venues. I usually perform at restaurants or breweries, anywhere, usually just local in San Diego County. And I also play at open mic nights or farmers markets. I love to do in the morning just because it's nice, different chill vibes. But I also do like a band show that's coming up soon. I rock out, get on the stage. So just different levels of intensities. But I think mainly I love just doing all the different areas in San Diego County. So you can find the gigs that I'm gonna play at soon on, if you follow my Instagram, Hailey's Music Collection, or go to my website 𝐄𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐾om, and so you can find my gigs on there too coming up soon.
Wow. We're going to be following you. And I'll make sure that my peeps put your information on all our social media backgrounds and stuff like that.
Thank you.
We are almost out of time. I know, I don't know if we got time to answer that question that Kaden has taught. I know there's college going to be easy for you. Are you worried about juggling both music and college? Real quickly. Are you worried about that?
I think I'm definitely worried about a lot of things, but I think that, yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to do for writing because it takes so much time and just energy to put your thoughts into that kind of art form. But I think it will definitely be achievable as long as, like I said, it just takes the drive and the dedication to do something. And once you have that, you can do whatever you are passionate about. So I hope it'll turn out the same for me, and I encourage others to do that too.
Wow. Well, we out of time, but I want to thank a few people real quickly. Amy Scruggs, that's my girl. Amy,
Amazing.
thanks so much. Thanks so much. I'd like to thank you, first of all, for taking the time to come on the show.
Thank
Amy,
you.
thank you.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together another absolutely fantastic program, show. She's the best in the business. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning into the James Cooley Show. It's your life. As I always say, always dream big, think big, and be big at everything that you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life, and we'll see you then.